Hey guys, how's it going? Matt from Foulball Productions here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope that you're doing well. I'm doing phenomenally. Thank you so very much. This is the Culture Crime Fighters. We're here to fight culture crime, defeat nefarious villains who would corrupt our IPs, or we just talk a little bit of shit. I mean, there's that too. But we're here every Wednesday, and joining me today is my co-host.
Oh, damn. I meant to start the cam at the right time and then say Vigilante Wednesday on the 30th episode of Culture Crime Fighters. Just, kind of got the gun out the holster awkwardly. And
Yeah, you
didn't chat about myself, but still good.
No, we're here I'm 15 doing minutes good. Late. Camera problems. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, super late. Camera problems.
Work. Late.
Doing a new job thing.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Before the stream, we were talking about things we didn't talk about, and I can't remember if I didn't get to this module in training yet or what, but I didn't talk about how training has gone woke.
Oh, yeah, of course it has. No, we haven't talked about that.
Yeah, there's like all sorts of LGBTQ sexual harassment stuff.
I believe it.
And it's like I found out what a mob and a fob, MAAB and FAAB.
It's male assigned at birth,
female assigned at birth. Because those are birthing people, and I don't know are we seeding people? What are we?
It's exhausting.
Sperming people?
Islington Girl's calling you on Boomerang it.
Yeah,
yes, she's right.
I did boomer it.
Yes. Well,
Boomerlancy.
Yes, we can hear about your woke training.
Well, I mean, it wasn't much. It was very weird. I mean, most of the training is just generic training, and then I'm doing like actual specific training still. But the first week, you got to do all the generic, whatever, sexual harassment training. And so it's still formatted like one of those shitty 90s sexual harassment training, but then they have a couple extra slides that have been modernized, and they had one with all these transgender things. And then there was a bunch of other terms I forgot, but those ones stuck out.
Well, I want to say hi to everybody real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Ascension Dildo's here. Hello. He says, you two are like Japanese soldiers hiding in the jungle, still thinking there's a war to win after they lost. Listen, the war is not won. We are in the war. You know, I bet people who lived in England during the Battle of Britain thought it was over. But guess what? The good old US of A came in with its tanks and its guns and its planes and kicked the shit out of those Nazi bastards. All right. So you got to fight through this stuff, Ascension Dildo. Don't give up hope. We have not lost yet. I mean, there's definitely lots of reasons to not have hope. I guess Gavin Newsom didn't get recalled despite destroying his state. I don't understand how that's possible, but, you know.
And apparently there's this new black-white nationalist thing that's going around.
That's right. It's a whole new thing. But I guess when you do blue no matter who, that's what you end up with. But, oh, well, I don't live in California anymore. Best of luck with that. Hey, Lord Thoth. What's going on, buddy? Low spec Linux setup. Hello. One rough girl. What's going on?
Hell, one rough girl.
Hail. Man of War 665. Neighbor of the Beast.
Neighbor of the Beast.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining. Yeah. Thanks for joining the Culture Crime Fighters.
Low spec. You said about sexual harassment, and I've said it in a couple streams, but one rough girl, Islington Girl. If it's ma'am, if you're in a modern corporate environment and this man wants to pop a squat in the stall next to you, you tell your manager uncomfortable, you're sexually harassing that transgender person. Just so you know. Welcome to 2021. Blame the feminists.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and even more, did you see that transgender and it wasn't UFC, it was Bellator, which is basically the next one under. It's a transgender woman, meaning they were a male assigned at birth, and they beat the hell out of a woman.
No, I hadn't heard that. I don't know. Wait, so was there anything in your work, like your work training? Was there anything like specific, other than it's just ridiculous?
Nothing outside of that. Like I said, that sexual harassment thing, where it basically, if you're what I'm saying, if you are basically if you're a woman and you're offended about a transgender woman, you're considered sexually harassing that woman.
Yeah, I was telling you before the show, I started watching that show, The Last Man.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do like a review on it because I was hoping it was gonna be so friggin' woke, it would be laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it isn't. I mean, it's definitely like got like woke elements. Like there's just certain things that they talk about. Like after the apocalypse happens, like the conceit of the show is all the men die, but everybody knows that going into the show. But at like in the world apocalypse, like they still have like political opinions. Like about what? It's the apocalypse. Like they're talking about the voters. It's like there are no voters. Everyone's dead. Like what are you guys talking about? Like they still have like worldviews and like they're mocking like white nationalists or whatever. And you're like, what are you talking about? None of this makes any sense. But there is definitely a thread in the show where they go, when they find the kid, they find the last man on earth. They bring him to like the White House, and he's trying to figure out if he's the last man on earth. And I'm like, he said, "Have you found any other men?" He goes, she goes, "Well, yeah, we found plenty of men, but none with a Y chromosome."
Oh God.
And
Stop.
There's like this dramatic moment where one of the characters is like, they're running low on supplies, and like their friends, they took all the testosterone and they just left me with a weak supply. It's like, okay. I mean, it doesn't seem as high as a priority as fresh water.
You know what? The only thing I can kind of give them with the testosterone is you would imagine that like now, like the ceiling for power on Earth, has now been established if all men are gone, right?
Yeah, but that's something. Not the issue.
I know that's not the issue. I'm trying to play angel's advocate.
But like, why? That's not why they're writing it. But that's not why they're
something up.
But that's not why they wrote it. They didn't write it to be like, oh, I'll be the leader. They did it because my gender identity, I won't be able to live out. It's like, I don't know if that's really what you should be focused on, considering there's no infrastructure. There's no power. Like your gender identity and the apocalypse. Like I still feel like it's the priority right now.
Well, this is why, like, I honestly, you said this show was called The Last Man. I actually saw, was it on Netflix or something? One of these streaming services. So yeah, I saw it on there, and I was like,
"Oh, it's Hulu. Hulu.
Is it Hulu? Okay,
yeah, Hulu." Yeah.
I was like, I recently saw streaming, like seeing it out there. So I know what this is, and you've confirmed this is exactly what I thought it would be.
Oh, of course, I wanted it to be though. Like the thing. Actually, the biggest sin of the show is it's just fucking slow.
Yeah.
They're just I'm 3 episodes in. Well, I didn't finish the 3rd episode because it really started to get boring. And like I said, and stupid. Like they're still focused on things that have literally no more meaning. Like, this person used to be like they didn't believe in abortion or whatever. It's like, who gives a shit? None of you can't get pregnant.
Yeah. I don't think we need a pro-abortion stance in a post-apocalyptic world anyway, to be fair. It should be, if we find some sperm, we need to just populate everyone.
But the way they were talking about it was like they were talking about as if, just like, oh, that person, they're anti-immigration. It's like, immigration from where to when? The world is over. What are you talking about? There is no more countries. There's no more nothing.
You're happy you got a world without borders. You got a world without borders, a world without men. But you know what? It's actually kind of base. Of course, women would complain about a bunch of shit that doesn't matter in an apocalypse. Obviously. Like,
dude, I'm wondering if like the show is secretly based or whatever, because like they are, like everyone's devastated and the entire country just falls apart. Like everything, there's no power, there's no food, there's no like this, that, and the other, which is pretty funny. I was like, I'm surprised they're not all like, wow, now we can really start to get things done. Like I was thinking about it too. I was like, well, what's the point then? If there's only one gender, you just quit.
You know what? I think maybe the point is to make fun of lefties without them knowing. Because you would think if you were going full leftist, well, hold on.
Okay.
If you're going full leftist and you got a world without men, wouldn't you make it a utopia? Wouldn't it be like flying cars and like in 10 years, women just figured out everything because they didn't have those pesky men? But no, they keep it fucked up. I think because if you're in Hollywood, you can't really make fun of leftists. You got to like do something like this.
Bill Maher gets away with it because he's like grandfathered in, but that's kind of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going for. Like, I really don't know what the central conflict is, other than the fact that the world's end over. Hey, Elvis, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
Elvis.
Oh, wait, what is this? Wait. Okay, that's an Expanse thing, an Expanse rumor. Sorry, I'll read it now that I brought attention to it. But it says, good news, if nothing else, Captain Carino of the Emissary and Hammurabi will reappear in the Expanse Season 6. Great twist in that it would be gets killed, death by Pella. I can't even, right now I can't focus. I can only focus on one stupid show at a time. But yeah, so like I still don't know where they're going. Like I don't know, like, okay, so they bring the guy back to the White House and it's like, now what? Like, is he just gonna spend the rest of his life banging? You know what I mean? Just like 4 chicks a day, like just getting the country, but like the planet back, like that. I don't know, like, because it was weird. It hit everyone at the exact same time. Like the disease hit everyone in the world at the exact same time.
Of course, it's a fucking disease.
Well, I don't even know what it is. It all happened. Like it was like they all got like radiation or something like that, and they just started bleeding and dying out. Everyone except for this guy and his monkey.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, and that's actually in The Last Cuck on Earth. Now with Action Monkey. He is very cucky. He's very like whiny pussy liberal beta boy. And he has a lisp. The lead man of a major TV show has a lisp. He talks. What? Why? Why would you cast that guy?
I don't know. Now I'm lost. That throws my theory out.
No, dude, it's weird. It's like I said, the biggest thing is it's just boring. It's like, get to the fucking point. Like I don't know. Like I just don't know what the point of the show is. I want like what's the central conflict? You know, it's interesting.
Trump supporters.
There's definitely a woman there that's supposed to be Ivanka Trump. Awesome. She's like this blonde, woman who like she had her boys, and she showed a book about it, and the boys died, and she was the daughter of the former president who was a Republican, and there's some stuff in there, and she's got like these crazy right-wing points of view. The thing, like, the only thing they've really hit hard has been the trans stuff. Other than that, they actually have been pretty balanced. Like, there's still this kind of through line of like, those people who think other than us, but like, it's not as woke as I wanted it to be. I really wanted it to be like laughably. I want it to be like the Karen movie,
which I still haven't seen. I've been meaning to see.
I don't know. Is it out yet? We should have a viewing party.
We should do like a
viewing party with everybody.
I don't know how to see it.
Wait, I know. I want it so bad.
That's what she said.
Wait, there's a film review and a summary out, so you can see it. It's all on BET, though. It's on BET Her.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
I haven't watched BET in over a decade because I haven't. It's not, as a black man, I haven't been entertained by their television.
I would say over it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I've never
Boondocks
watched.
Kind of killed it. Like that it was hard to go back and just start watching BET after that.
What killed it?
Boondocks. They had an episode about, is it evil?
Oh yeah, that's rules. That episode's amazing.
Like I already hated BET before then, but after that, it was like, yeah, that's now the rest of the world knows how I feel. Basically,
I'm reading this article. It just says, "Is Karen available at any streaming services?" No, you can't. It is available to stream at home. So you can get it online. Dude, we got to do this. We got to do this. I don't know how we have to like watch oh my God, the Karen movie is available. I didn't know that.
So is it just like you can watch it on like it seems Prime Video.
You can rent it on YouTube. Yes. Oh, wow. Is it my birthday? I can't.
Karen watch party. See, okay.
Oh my God.
Interestingly enough, on Amazon Prime, I think we could do a watch party on Karen.
We could actually. You're right.
With Amazon Prime, but you have to have Amazon Prime or whatever. But I have a Twitch.
Wait, no, you can't, because unless it's streaming on Amazon Prime, everyone has to buy it or rent it or something. Yeah,
that's so.
Because I tried to do that like with a movie.
Yeah.
and like and they had that person also had to like buy it or something. It was really weird. Like it wasn't for something like this. I don't think you can do a watch party.
Okay, well, because there's other ways Discord to do like unofficial watch parties, but it's not like the same.
I forgot about the Karen movie. They just slipped this one by.
So much stuff going on in this world. Last thing you're thinking about is the damn Karen movie, but I gotta see it. I gotta do a review. The world needs to see. The world needs to know what happens in this movie.
Oh my god! Please. It's been out for weeks. September 2nd. Man. I had no idea. I've been denied. Oh my god. Ryan Michaels on YouTube says, "Oh, okay. I can't wait to see this. This looks so good. They picked the perfect actress to play Karen." And then the next one is a much more rational comment. Mitch says, "I can't believe this is actually real." Neither can I. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's like a satire. It is like something that would be on Adult Swim.
That is the Karen movie. I've been wanting to see it ever since. Hopefully somebody said this in one of the chats because they did mention that it was out or that it was it was a thing. All about what was it? The damn soap dish, the Confederate soap dish.
Yeah,
they need a DVD release for the Confederate
racist.
Oh no!
And it was like, yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, I understood. Like, she's been keeping it a secret the whole time. It's like, what do you couldn't have laid it on thicker that she was a racist.
She's a racist. Dun dun dun.
I know. I got it.
She voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Oh. She's a white nationalist.
I can't wait. Okay, I'm excited. I'm calm. Whew, gotta like take it easy. Pumped. Yeah, so here's a little segue. Her fucking Norm MacDonald died.
Oh yeah. That sucks.
That does suck.
That really does suck, man.
61.
What did he die from?
Cancer.
I didn't even know he had cancer.
Yeah. No one did. That was the whole thing. He just like kept it a secret. Just died out of nowhere. How that,
man. I'm not trying to be I am a conspiracy theorist. And I'm just gonna mention that without mentioning anything. It's just always weird when you hear, oh man, this person died of cancer and you didn't even know that they had it. I guess you probably can keep some of that stuff under wraps, which you would think. I don't know.
No, like it came out like it was what's it called? Like it was like his family was just they kept it quiet, like intentionally. Norm didn't want anyone to know.
I see.
Yeah, right. That fucking blows, man. Poor guy. Poor
man.
Poor Norm. I was listening to some clips earlier, and they were just so goddamn funny. Like they were just like he's such a funny guy.
Oh, it says he hit it for 9 years, 10 years each.
Yeah, right.
For a while, yeah. Wow. Yeah, some people in general are just suffering in silence. You don't know what they're dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 years. Yeah. It's a damn shame. Damn shame. You'll be missed, Norm MacDonald.
Yeah.
I always like his delivery. Like he's got that bit about his like the gay son. I'm really proud of my gay son. Yeah, proud that he's gay. Like in the whole thing is like really proud. Like, oh fuck. See, I can't do Norm. Only Norm can do Norm. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
You got it?
No, I do not, because I'm a failure at life. But let me,
because we don't have the Wake Down producing the show.
Yeah, we don't. Hell, Wake Down, by the way.
Hell, Wake Down. It was a gay pride thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
You got it. Okay.
I got it. Bam. 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 Could have prepared for the show.
Yeah.
Long career that you consider specifically to be in bad taste as you look back on it. Maybe at the time you thought it was a good play, You look back on it, you think that was in bad taste.
Well, sometimes, like in stand-up, I'll do jokes that are like. One time I was doing this thing in San Francisco, and they were all gay people in the audience. They told me, so I figured I'll
in San Francisco.
Yeah.
No.
I figured I'd do stuff about gay people so that they could relate to it.
Yeah, it's warm up. They love that.
And so I was talking about, because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies like with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son," you know. And so I was saying that's an odd thing to be proud of, you know, because it's not an achievement, you know. It's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered. I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, you know, at work like they're, "Hey, Bill, you know, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know, first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and oh yeah, he loves cock."
Yeah.
Enough cock in his mouth, his ass, his kids always
You couldn't say this
the
now.
boy here sucking another man's
I hate to be that guy that says this, but you couldn't say this now, and you need people to say this now.
Yeah, I mean, Norm always said really funny stuff too. He was like talking about Sarah Silverman. He's like, who's funnier than her? I mean, other than dudes. And just, he's
speaking of dudes, the dude has sent an insane super chat. Ogre Squasher.
Oh shit! Did he? I missed it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow! Tremble before the might of the Ogre Squasher. Ogre Squasher, thank you, brother. Good to see you as always. I never know what to say. Always floored.
Yeah,
fucking
man.
Blown away. Thank you.
Man.
You're the man. Did he say anything?
You are the man. Thank you, Ogre Squasher, for funding our exploits. You are the backbone of the Culture Crime Fighters, and you appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I basically got Hulu the other day because I was like, I really have no excuse to not like have every streaming service. You know what I mean? Because like this way I can stay up on everything, and it's like Ogre Squasher basically paid for my year on everything. So it's like I have a job. It's like, thank you, Ogre Squasher. You're the fucking man, dude. You're the fucking man. Blown away, Ogre Squasher.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, bro.
How did he find you? Because he started. He was your friend first.
How did you find us, Ogre Squasher? Please let us know. I think it was just a simple like, what is it? Like just looking for people live or something like that.
I have no idea because like you found him first because you told me about him like coming to your channel and you know just tipping and being unbelievably generous, and then you know, and then he came. Then he started to come over to my channel and you know just watch us on the Culture Crime Fighters and all this shit. So he's the fucking man. I'm trying to find this bit that from Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee that Norm did with. There we go. Found it.
And Ogre,
Nice.
if you're still here, please let us know, how did you find us? How did you find me in particular, I guess.
Very curious, but fucking hey, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man,
one rough girl asked if I got any of her messages. No. Where did you send them on Twitter? That's like the best way to get a hold of me. Or foulballproductions@gmail.com. But no. Hit me up, dear. Hit me up. Brightest day. Culture Crime Fighters.
I like that. I like that. And since you did, stop wishing rappers dead. What's wrong with you?
Who did he want dead?
He said they took the wrong McDonald.
I took the wrong McDonald.
Stop. Just stop doing that.
That's bad. Hilarious. That's funny. This was very funny too as well. I was listening to someone quoting this one, really made me laugh.
All right.
See, will be heard.
Yeah.
He says, "Do you think Cosby's legacy will be hurt?" I just make sure because that didn't come through.
You do, huh? I mean, there was a comedian, Patton Oswalt. He told me, I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy, and I disagreed.
You disagree with that?
Yeah, I thought it was the raping.
Wait, I want to take the questions off.
As my feeling, most rapists are hypocrites. You don't meet many go, I like raping, and I know it's not politically correct, but by God, I'm not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part. Where are we there?
Cosby was found innocent, by the way. Or whatever the hell happened, he's out.
Yeah, it's not. He didn't get found innocent.
I know. I just want to say that just because I thought it was funny, but no, that was funny.
God, that's hilarious. I just love how he says, like, oh, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part. I thought it was the rapes.
It's the way he looked at the world and the way he commented on things is just so hilarious.
Oh, you've been sending him to my Instagram, One Rough Girl.
Wow.
Oh, okay. It might go like in a spam folder because I don't know. I'll take a look. I will look into messages.
Once again, normal people don't actually use Twitter. They use like real social media, like Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, I hate social media. I mean, like now that I have like a reason to use it, like this show, and like any like putting out stuff there as like an entertainer. You know what I mean? Like instead of it just being personal, then I guess I have it a little bit more, like a little bit more of a reason to do it. Like here's my new video.
Yeah.
Here's a joke I thought of that actually makes sense instead of like, instead of like doing it on a stream, I'll like put it on Twitter. Other than that, I mean, when it was just my personal life, oh God, it's the worst. Wow. Thank you. Not Another Dime for $20. Just cause.
A lot of dimes just cause. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I love that name. I was thinking about you just because of your name. Like we really need that Not Another Dime mindset. No,
One rough
more dimes for you.
Yes, thank you very much. And I know he's a big Gary supporter.
Yeah,
I hear that on Nerdrotic all the time. So thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. One Rough Girl says, I didn't get the naked photos.
Oh man.
No, didn't get any nudes there, One Rough Girl. What's it called? The trappings that come with celebrity.
There you go.
Finally got hordes of women who want to sleep with me.
Sliding in those DMs.
This is wonderful.
That's how it goes. Turkey basers, though.
Oh, Ogre Squasher. He says, greetings all. Greetings to the mighty Ogre Squasher.
Says, saw you over a year ago. Enjoyed the content. Despise how YouTube treats monetizing. Decided to find you instead. Well, thank you.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Ogre Squasher, bitch.
Hail the wake down for that one.
Yeah, hail the wake down. Love that. You know what? I just realized that's fucking Elliot Page. That's me. Or with my logo. Just hit me. I don't know. That's dead naming or whatever. But speaking of monetization, I'm actually dangerously close as far as watch hours. I'm still way off of subs.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like almost. I got like 3,900 watch hours. You only need 4,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
The streaming does it gets you up there way faster.
Yeah. So I don't know how I'm gonna get the subs though. I have no idea.
Just keep at it, man. You steadily gain. I steadily lose.
Well, no, now I'm stagnated. I've been at 650 for a couple months.
Oh, really?
I've been at 650 since basically Gary, since we did the show with Gary.
Yeah, I've pretty much been exactly the same place since Gary did the show, which makes me very suspicious.
Yeah.
Like I put out content. I put out 2 videos in one day and lost 3 subs. I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. You're doing everything right. I mean, the algorithm is a cruel mistress.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're just out of favor right now. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Ogre Squasher, so it's all good.
Yeah, Ogre Squasher's a one-man monetization, man.
It's amazing.
So thank you, bro.
Yeah, thanks. Jesus, thank you, Ogre Squasher. I want to get you some swag. I want to get you some like Foulball Productions swag. Like stickers and shirts and shit. I don't know. I feel like I want to help you out. not help you out, but I mean, show my gratitude, man.
Yeah.
That's why we got the stingers, the whole thing. Lord Thoth, 1 sub closer to 2K. Yeah, hell. Supplement engineer, hail. Says agree. The YouTube subs have been kind of wonky. I oscillate around 2,050 subs. It seems like it should be going up quicker based on time on the platform and content. Yeah. I don't know. Like my Matrix review that I put out, like a trailer review or reaction or whatever, it was something like 80% subscribers saw it and like only 20% of non-subs. I'm like, I feel like that's the kind of thing that would go outside of my subscriber base. Like it's designed.
But they didn't push it. Yeah, it wasn't.
That's a yeah, I don't know. Lord Thoth says I'm subbed, I'm unsubbed, I'm subbed, I'm unsubbed. Wee.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
And somebody, I think Brian's Day said something about promoting a video. I probably will. If I ever finish my fucking review, I might promote it because it took me 1 trillion years between starting it and finishing it.
Brightest Day says I'm at 339. I feel like that's unreal personally. Look, I'm not trying to be ungrateful at all. It's just frustrating when you don't see
I am. Why aren't you subbed to me?
I just don't like this. I don't like to see that there's no steady growth. That's what's frustrating. It's like it just stops. Like I'm negative subs for the month. And you're like, why am I negative subs? You know what I mean? Like I'm not putting out anything that people are like, fuck you, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's that. It's really the inconsistency of the way the platform works. And just feeling like they never promote you to people who aren't sub to you, or even all the people who are sub to you. That feeling.
And I just don't. Why are you manually unsubbing people? Stop doing that.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. Brightest Day says I randomly lost 7 in 1 day with no explanation. I have no idea, like why. Yeah. It's so random. Like, cut the shit. I need every single one I can get, man. I don't care if they're bots. And they're not bots. No, but whatever. We are beholden to the whims of the almighty algorithm. This is true.
Absolutely.
Supplement engineer. This is true. Wait, what, Sentient Dildo? You feel like you should address this, Matt, but you'll keep quiet. What are you talking about? Address what? Would you unsub? Is he like working behind the scenes, like trying to get people off my channel?
Maybe.
That's funny. You know what? I was gonna bring this up a second ago. So I rewatched the original Matrix the other day because I was so just into the Animatrix and the trailer. It just got me excited for the world again. And Pat S. Now you'll resub. Okay, thanks, Pat. Really nice of you. Very, very kind.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Islington Girl, it costs nothing to sub. Yeah. Nothing. I'm subbed to people I don't watch. Oh, Ogre Squasher, it's foulballproductions@gmail.com, buddy. All one word. All one word. But the one thing I noticed at the end of the movie, end of the Matrix, the original Matrix, that they kept the Wachowski brothers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dead naming.
Yeah. Made me think about that because in I think all those stupid Netflix shows, the Umbrella Academy, they went back and changed it all to Elliot Page.
Huh.
So I thought that was interesting. Yeah. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Agreed, Sentient Dodo. There's only one Matrix movie.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, what'd you think of it? Like, how does it hold up? I was watching parts of it drunk during the cocktail lounge, but I didn't end up finishing it. What'd you think?
Holds up incredibly well.
Yeah,
incredibly well. Like, was amazing. Like, was still as much fun now as it was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
just kick ass.
Does the allegory hit harder now that we are in the Matrix?
No, not really.
Okay.
I still look at it as just a sci-fi film.
Okay.
Like there was just some things that didn't make any sense to me. Like, it's like, why did you keep Neo in the dark for the entire time? It's like, so instead of explaining what's going to happen when he takes this pill, you just wake him up in the middle of this power plant. Like, you could have prepared him. Like, like, the idea that you're plugged into a computer program without your knowledge, I can conceive of that as like the only way to know it is to see it. It's like there's more than one way.
Man, part of me just thinks like in 1999, like you're not gonna. If you were in 1999, you're like a hacker, and they say, yeah, the whole world is fake. You're in a computer program, and plus, Morpheus wants to get Neo because he believes him to be the one. He doesn't want to like scare him off, so he's like, here, just take a pill, and then that's what happens.
I mean, it's not a bad point.
He's kind of. We talked about Bill Cosby, it's sort of that sort of thing, only in reverse. Here, just take a pill and everything will be fine.
I heard someone was breaking down. Oh, it was a Critical Drinker, and he was talking about his video about the Matrix 4 trailer, and he was saying that it's like someone was keeping him on a steady diet of blue pills. That's why he's kind of back in the Matrix and doesn't understand like what the world is and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. That was a pretty good interpretation of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think too.
Yeah. Matrix 4 will have Neo taking the pill and starting a MGTOW YouTube channel.
Oh, Jesus. That would be awful.
Yeah, Neo becomes like the new head of the resistance, and he's all bitter about it, and then that's sort of it. She's a lesbian, and then he's just pissy. I'm just pissy about the way women are, and that's all.
That would solve nothing.
Yeah, I'm still not out on that whole Matrix 4 thing. I still kind of want to see it.
Yeah, I'm not either. I see people in the chat a little bit more negative than probably both of us are. Listen, I've said it before. My standards for movies coming out today across the board have dropped. That's probably not fair. That's probably what they want me to do, to just give in to their shittiness. So as a result, I just don't think we're going to get that many movies better than whatever Matrix 4 is. And so I'm like, okay, I want to see what happens. Plus, I know it's just them. It's a member berry sandwich. It's them redoing the first one with.
It's a member berry smoothie.
Yeah, that's all it is. I'm still interested, man. This is why they do member berries, because you're like, yeah. And I've said this before. Matrix 3 and 2, even they're not great films to end off. It's not like this ended on this great. This great note that can't be undone. It's like, why not?
No, for me, it actually took until now to reappreciate the Matrix because of how bad the sequels were. It kind of took away from the original one.
Yeah, agreed.
Kind of the way the prequels, I think, sort of weakened the original trilogy for Star Wars. Where you're kind of like, oh, George Lucas sort of sucks, huh?
Oh, he can't really direct.
He's not very good. It's like,
he can't direct at all. Like he's good at ideas, but like he doesn't understand actors at all.
No, or people really, it seems.
Yeah, he doesn't get how humans work, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He's completely clueless.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a good point. Like that doesn't. Yeah, the Matrix Legacy is kind of shit anyway. You got the Matrix and then 2 just abominations. So. I don't know. It's ridiculous that I should be optimistic about this, but I am.
You want to believe. You're starting to believe. No.
Yeah. No, it all, like all the martial arts and everything holds up super well. Like that was something, remember I was saying how I want to like Blade, but I don't. Like a lot of it was the martial arts in it was cheesy.
Yeah, and the Foley in Blade, like the sound design in Blade when people get punched is so laughable.
Really, yeah. And it was too overly cool. Just everything was, I'm so cool. I say cool things at cool times. Like, ugh,
it was 90. It was cringy. 90s cool, like turned up to 11. Had the 90s rave music. Not just in that famous scene, but just the regular soundtrack. You hear a bunch of like 90s sounding dance rave sound.
Yeah,
whatever.
And in like the Blade lair, Chris Christopherson's like pouring gasoline and smoking, and you're like, that's so unnecessary. Like I know it's like, oh, it's like he doesn't care. It's like all I'm thinking is like one little ash and that whole car explodes. Like stupid. What are you doing? Yeah. But I don't hate on it. It's not the kind of movie I'm like, fuck you for liking. I'm like, I wish I liked it, but I don't.
I still love the movie despite all that, because it's just like that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about, Megan Fox?
I don't know. They're having a little conversation about being bi. Pat S says that he used to have the biggest crush on Elliot Page 10 years ago. He can't believe he has to deal with his new bisexuality in his 40s.
Yeah, you and me both. What the hell?
I was never into her. Never liked her.
Yeah.
She was in that movie Juno. And I remember like
Yeah.
wanting to see that so badly and being so pumped for it. And it was just could be the most overwritten movie I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Just every single line is so goddamn clever. And every little affectation of her is so well conceived. I was just like, oh, I hate this. And like Elliot Page, she didn't even do well with like the pregnancy suit. Like she just looked like she was like it was a costume thing. She didn't like physically make herself like more pregnant. It was terrible. I really hated that movie.
Yeah, you know what? That was kind of one of those first, like Mary Sue characters outside of her inability to not get Michael Cera to nut in her. Like she's completely perfect in every way.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Not the first, but like of modern movies. I mean,
but it's just like one of those movies that's worshiping a girl like that.
Yeah.
It's like how like you see the girl in your head when you're in high school and you're in love with her. She's just like glistens and is perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's another movie like that called Frances Ha. Did you ever see that?
No, I never even saw. I never even really heard of it.
It's a Noah Baumbach movie, and it's just so like this girl is just so quirky and amazing despite her all herself. And she's got all these flaws, but she's so adorable. I hate that movie. It's just clearly the director was banging her and was just so smitten and made a movie about her. Just like she's just so Greta Gerwig's just so interesting. No,
that was the era though of like simping for a quirky bitch. Like you would just find a quirky girl and she was special. I mean, even Scott Pilgrim is kind of that. Just
Scott Pilgrim's that hard. Yeah,
you know what I mean? She's this quirky thought. You're fighting like all these exes. Like fuck you. I'm not fighting. You have a whole boss rogue. You have a rogues gallery of exes. We're like 20. Fuck this.
Yeah, really. Like the whole thing is that he was dating a high schooler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you have like, you've dated this many guys already. Yeah.
Fuck this.
I have some woo-woo like conspiracy theory stuff with that movie. Like at the end, at the end, there's like the chip that makes her all mind controlled.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? And it's a movie and music industry movie. So there's always been that kind of stuff over it. And the chip's got like 666 on it.
Oh shit, I know that.
Yeah, and then at the end, in the what's it called? The theater, like the like my cathedral to good taste or whatever. Yeah, it's all checkered floor. And then he's sitting on top of a pyramid.
Oh shit, he is sitting on top of a pyramid. I should remember. I don't remember the checkered floor, the 666, but I do remember him on top of it's a pyramid. Yeah,
it's all there, and it's also really interesting because it's like he's the villain. Where you're like, fucking based ass. What's his name? Guy who directed that.
Oh shit! What was it?
Edgar Wright.
There you go.
Based ass Edgar Wright.
Yeah, we're talking about Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Rough Girl. One Rough Girl.
Oh, Islington Girl. Hell, thank you for the 149 Canadian super sticker. Thank you very much, my dear. And it's some salt. Are we being salty? Is that for us? She says I sense increased saline content. About what? Who's being salty? I don't know.
Maybe about the Juno.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't like that movie. Quite salty. Not a fan. Lord Thoth says, wasn't Brie Larson in that movie? Yes. She was hot in it.
MK Ultra sex kitten confirmed ? We're on that note. We're in the post Alex Jones world, so now every show I've done has had an Alex Jones moment in it. What else? There was another message in the chat that somebody said, "Oh, the G's are for Gideon." Yeah, I didn't notice. Yeah, the G's.
Yeah, G's. GG. It's a whole thing. So, I think it's there. Namons. By far my favorite movie Scott Pilgrim is. I love that movie. I really genuinely do. Yeah, like I genuinely do. Even if he is just like a girl boy.
Soy boy.
Yeah.
Before I knew what a soy boy was, Michael Cera's a soy boy. You don't see him around anymore. I guess he grew out of like a soy man. No one wants that.
Well, it's like there was that movie called like Love on Netflix, and it's like the nerdiest like comedy writer guy is like smashing Jillian Jacobs, and then like also has like a threesome with these other two smoking chicks, and like his ex is smoking hot, and I'm like, really? This like 5'6", like not successful, nerdy looking motherfucker in LA is just constantly crushing pussy. You sure you're not just living out your own fantasies in this thing, man? Like, come on. Supplement engineer, hail for $5. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate it. Very kind. Lord Thaw says Brie Larson is a 10. We need to banish her name from this channel. It's just been way too much Brie Larson talk.
I was at like say Brie one more motherfucking time. It was just like and Brie. It's like, okay, we can't talk about anything else till we mention Brie Larson. I forgot.
I know. We just gotta like let it go for a while. If you guys don't know, there was one night late on the cocktail lounge where I was super drunk and I was trying to convince all these guys they were full of shit because they wouldn't bang Brie Larson. And then it's just become this endless meme.
Yeah.
Which I'm just so tired of.
He must die.
So tired of. Ascension dildo. I know. I'm with you. We'll try to move on. So someone did mention something that's sort of a developing story, which I found interesting. I guess Nicki Minaj is a white nationalist or something. Is that what's going on?
Okay. So she tweeted something, I think, about the jab that was anti-jab. And then apparently she used either a Tucker Carlson or a Fox News clip. And that made her, she challenges the jab. And there's a Tucker Carlson clip, and she's not supposed to use it. And some white guy said, what was it, siding it with a white nationalist is not a good look or something like that.
Not just, I mean, he says it right here. It's Keith Edwards says siding with a white now isn't the flex you think it is. But like lots of people are saying like that's white nationalist is trending on Twitter right now because of fucking Nicki Minaj. Like, first of all, what evidence do you have he's a white nationalist? Like, he's a Republican that you disagree with, so therefore he's a white nationalist? Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Duh.
As long as we, like, just no integrity in the way you characterize people, like, simply just to discredit them. And it's like, even if he was, which he isn't, even if he was, what does that have to do with what he's arguing?
Oh, boy. You're on with that, Matt. No, I'm just joking. No, you're 100% right. No, but on all seriousness, the whole white nationalist thing, like what's happened is for years when Orange Man Bad was the guy, and he was the chosen one in office. They would always go at him with the white nationalist thing, and so like it made a certain section of this country, particularly a loud one that gets on Twitter of all websites. It makes them think that they can always use white nationalists whenever they disagree with someone.
It's
and
their
now there
Trump
are people,
card, if you will.
There you go. I like what you did there. Their Trump card.
And
now they're using it regardless of whether or not that person's Caucasian.
Right.
They did it with Larry Elder. Even though a fucking girl came up in a gorilla mask and tried to throw an egg at him. So, no white nationalism for her. They did it even last year. I saw fucking goofy lefties yell at black cops, "Oh, you're a disgrace to your race." And it's like, I wish he could knock your fucking block off your skull. And now that you have it happening with Nicki Minaj of all people, because she's not just getting her jab like everyone else told you to do. She must be one of those Trump supporters and white nationalists. So that's the gist of what we have going on.
Yeah, and look, one rough girl happened to her. She was called that because she voted for Trump. Like, it's unbelievable, man. Like, just absolutely no honor, no respect, and it's so disgusting.
People believe this.
No, that's the thing. Like, there's no backlash when they do it. Like, how can you? I just don't know how you can get away with it. It's just it's so ridiculous to me. But let's see the video that she tweeted that what's her name put out.
Oh, he's fine. It's Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles who are swollen from taking the vax. That's the claim. But it's not anything to do with the physical effect of the vaccine that makes our political class mad. It's the last part of Nicki Minaj's tweet that enrages them. The part where she says you should pray on it, make the decision yourself like a free human being, and, quote, don't be bullied. So our media and public health officials didn't like this because they make their livings bullying people. So they couldn't let it stand. Oh, he's fine. It's Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles.
Oh, sorry. It's looping.
Jeez.
I mean, what world are we living in where Nicki Minaj is on a Tucker Carlson, like on Fox News, and they're like, "Listen, pretty based, huh?" Like what the fuck is happening?
Well, this is what happened when the socialist government overthrows. We're now witnessing it in real time and with like memes and shit. So that's what's happening. Like we're witnessing what happened to other countries and regimes over and over, and so that's why, because that's how you get to a world when you can just like totally misrepresent news as norm. Where you could just, oh yeah, of course she's a white nationalist. She doesn't want to get an experimental jab. Like that becomes a normal thought, and there's millions of Americans who don't blink at that. They just, oh yeah, that's the standard. That's the download. So that's what we do.
Yeah, it's weird. Like Nicki Minaj is actually like going after people right now. Hasanabi. I don't know who that is. He's a streamer. So he's a Twitch streamer with almost a million followers. So yeah, so that means he's right. He's got the right opinions.
There you go.
She says, yeah, he says, you know, he's a white nationalist, right? And she goes, right. I can't speak to, agree with, or even look at someone from a particular political party. People aren't human anymore. If you're black and a Democrat tells you to shove marbles up your ass, you simply have to. If another party tells you to look out for that bus, stand there and get hit. Yo,
Jesus,
fucking based ass Nicki Minaj, man.
Oh man,
it's weird.
Yeah. Oh, is this guy Sink's brother? Is that for real? Such a dildo? Sink from the Young Turks.
Oh, that guy is insufferable.
Fuck him. You talk about somebody I wish I could celebrity box.
Right.
I can't wait to get famous enough to celebrity box Sink.
It's Cenk, right? Isn't it Cenk?
Is it Cenk? Whatever his fucking name is.
Cenk, yeah.
I'm starting it now. On a Logan Paul undercard, me and Cenk, I'll knock his ass out. We can do it for charity and shit. Watch this guy like really trains fighting and shit, beats the shit out of me. That would suck. It's like 50.
Wait, I don't understand what you're saying, Pat.
Oh, Sink's nephew.
Wait, I don't get. Pat's saying you guys need to stop crying and get stuck already. We need to reach herd immunity so you don't have to get a shot. What? Is this a joke? That must be a joke. That must be like what the people are saying. I'm not sure, or maybe you mean it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I think maybe he's just kidding.
Yeah, Eli 5, Pat ass. We're a little slow on uptake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and his nephew. Either way, Cenk, coming for you, nephew. Coming for you.
He's just one of those guys. Like he's like a super woke soy boy, but has like alpha energy. So he thinks it makes him. You know what I mean? Like
he's the most alpha of the group he's in, definitely.
Like he just has that energy.
Yeah. I feel like I could take him in a celebrity boxing match. So there you go. I'm not a celebrity yet, obviously. So that's why we need you to share, like, sub. Gotta raise my profile so we can get that sweet celebrity boxing money. No,
damn, dude. Wow. The second they disagree with her, the second they don't like what she says, they just fucking go right after her.
Yeah. Because when they say white supremacy is on the rise in the country, they're correct. It's coming from their side. They need vehement agreement with all black people. Like you're supposed to agree with them inherently. Rap trending white nationalists. That's excellent. Excellent. The fuck is this?
Oh God, who knows? It's probably just another thing taken out of context to make it look like whomever that is in that picture.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. I'm done with Twitter for now. That's all the Twitter I can take.
I'm the worst follower on Twitter for that very reason, right? Because all I do is tweet, and I didn't even tweet this episode. I'm slacking. Is that 100% joke? Okay.
I figured I was like, Pat S is like messaging me. I couldn't imagine he'd be like, "Fucking good guys, just shut up and get it."
Jam.
Yeah.
But no, I only tweet when I'm streaming, and this is why, because I don't want to actually see any of Twitter.
Oh shit! Look at this. They locked her out of her Twitter, and now she addresses on her Instagram, and she's never going to use Twitter again. What, dude? This is a crazy story.
This is a crazy story.
I am okay.
This is awesome.
Wow.
Well,
Nick. Okay, there we go. Nicki Minaj. I can't believe we're like interested in what Nicki Minaj is saying about anything.
Well, she's the head of white nationalism. Obviously, we have to stay on top of these things.
Literally, her entire the first like 6 posts are like her baby. She's like, okay, I guess is she doing it through her stories? Maybe. I'm in Twitter jail, y'all. They didn't like what I was saying over there on that block. I guess that was too fast. I guess my poll was going to be asking questions is okay. Asking questions is okay. I like being fucking dumb. Then boom, can't tweet.
And
then
a WAP nationalist. I like that.
Wow.
Girl.
She's like a WAP nationalist.
That's head on a swivel, Islington girl. Head on a swivel. Good
Dude,
stuff.
she's like in the culture war now. Nicki Minaj. What?
What get drafted in. She just woke up one day and just said, you know what? Apparently she said like a cousin, friend or something had something happen with his testicles, I believe.
Yeah,
I heard that like
in Trinidad or something like that. Yeah, I heard her mention that. Yeah.
So, like, you know, and listen, I've had my sister is in the healthcare field. I've mentioned that a few times. She's heard of people having bad reactions to this thing. And Luke, he is your father. But no, she's heard of people having bad reactions. That's informed the decision she wants to make. And so, like, there are people who've heard things, and it happens because this is reality. That's why Eric Clapton has his issues. That's why a lot of people have their issues. And all she did is express herself on it, and she got drafted into the culture war. And now I'm sure she's hearing from Ben Shapiro and all the other randos. She never thought
Ben
was
wants to put out her.
Yes.
He wants to put out her next record.
Yes. All these randos she never
come to
thought
Daily Wire.
Yeah, Daily Wire Records. Of course. Obviously, duh. Of course, Daily Wire has a hip hop record label. Duh.
Oh God, it's so funny. All right, so the next story, now I'm curious. Next story is Tony the Shepherd. She just like retweeted somebody, and he says Nicki Minaj just given the whole world the true embodiment of a free Black woman in America. Many of you cannot see it through your emotional blinders and leash tied to one idea and generations of conditioning. God damn.
Ooh.
Right. It's regardless of who is saying it. It's not select. Right is right, regardless of who's saying it. It's not selective. Dude.
You know
should we have her on the Culture Crime Fighters, man?
Yes, if we can have her on the fucking Culture Crime Fighters, we have her.
Fits in, man.
Fuck. Shit. We can get any celebrity on the fucking Culture Crime Fighters we have. What the fuck?
No, but I'm just saying, I just feel like we'd be like totally right. You know, it's like agreeing with each other.
But like one thing that makes me think that she is genuinely based, she said something about if you're a Black Democrat, it's about just me. Hey, everybody, the Vigilante wins the show. No, she said something like, if you're a Black Democrat, you just shove marbles up your ass. So I'm like, okay, that makes me think that she may have had some of these base thoughts before she got drafted into the culture war, as the CIA has loosened its grip with Foulball Productions.
Yeah. You know, what's interesting is that marbles up her ass example was a strange one, because I used to hear that exact same thing, literally word for word. Patrice O'Neill used to say that.
Huh.
And he said it exactly like that.
Maybe
and he
got it from Patrice.
Maybe she's using like the same example, like it was about like whomever. I think he was talking about Farrakhan, and he's just like, okay, but simply because like, you know, is if this guy shoves marbles up his ass, like that doesn't make him wrong about this other thing.
Yeah,
so it's kind of I'm just like it's just weird that like she would use that example.
Well, you know what? Like there is a like, I don't want to call it conservative Black sphere, but there's just Black non-leftists online. You can just see this movement and these like this overlap of black non-leftism. But I can't even say it's conservative, but just people will say, okay, everybody is just listening to these people because they've been told to listen to them, and I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's kind of, I'm sort of the same way. Like I respect that kind of way of thinking.
Yeah. And like I said, maybe she's somebody who's listened to a lot of Patrice O'Neal. Lots of Patrice O'Neals in my recommended, probably for that reason. You know what I mean? Of the same overlap. He's one of those guys you'll see like a short segment of his. You know what I mean? So I think maybe she did get it from Patrice.
That's wild.
Heard some of these things. So yeah, all this time, Nicki Minaj is fucking base. Maybe Nicki Minaj is watching now. Who knows?
Hi, Nicki. We're huge fans suddenly.
We are huge fans.
All of a sudden.
Okay, I like the first few albums. I like when you used to rap, when you were just a rapper and you were on mixtapes and you had verses and bars. I was cool with that. When you got all poppy, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I never gave a shit. She always just look. I mean, the thing, I don't know. I never cared, but like, she falls into like new rap. So
yeah, But like when Young Money first started, my brother, like I still lived at home. He had all like the mixtapes before the albums came out. Some of them were okay. She was actually pretty cool. Some of her verses, and then she got really like shitty, like with her. I call it female Busta Rhymes, kept changing voices and shit. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
And now I know that may or may not be a result of, to go off of what you were talking about with Scott Pilgrim, may or may not have been demons on you. I have no idea. I just watch a lot of YouTube videos. What do you want me to say? But like whatever it is, we still want you to come on this show. Please hit us up. You can hit foulballproductions@gmail.com or vigilantewilliamson@gmail.com or our Twitters. We want you on the show. We'll tell your story, Nicki.
Yes, absolutely, Nicki. There will be 17 people listening.
Exactly.
All right.
I think you might draw a few more.
She might. Yeah, she might. Yeah, we're gonna see her on fucking Friday Night Tights in a few weeks.
Maybe.
She says, and the last one is people are truly missing the point because they've made the topic so sensational that people just immediately get emotional. Just immediately get emotional and can't think straight. They're silencing anyone that thinks anything other than get the shot. Quote, get the shot. Oh, it keeps going away. That's very scary for where this is heading. Fucking base, dude.
There you go.
Nicki Minaj fighting the culture war.
Who would have thought?
Who the hell would have thought that? I mean, you had, what's her name? Who's the other one?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Who?
Yeah, the other one.
By the way,
Racist.
I did like that Bodak Yellow song. I'm not gonna deny it. I thought that was a badass song. But you got her basically on the Biden campaign trail. They had her come in to talk to Joe Biden. You know what I mean? Because they wanted to get the kids or whatever.
That's how you put hot sauce in your purse, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That line still pisses me off.
Was that Hillary Clinton?
Hitlery. Yeah. I have hot sauce in my purse. Fuck you, bitch. What happened to Haiti, ho?
Ascension Dildo agrees.
Oh, it was a nice track.
Little
song. Yeah.
But it's like so now. But now Nicki Minaj is just like, yeah, I don't know, MAGA. Like she's like on the other side. You're like, what is happening? Base Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I don't know, MAGA. Okay, for lawsuit purposes, because we still want her on the show, like she'll ever see us. But yeah, Nicki did not say she was a MAGA affiliate. She just doesn't want to get a jab.
Yeah, no, sorry, I don't want to misrepresent Nicki Minaj, the political commentator Nicki Minaj,
political stalwart Nicki Minaj.
This is hilarious, bro. And
political mind of our time, Nicki Minaj.
They banned her on Twitter for saying that shit, or blocked her out of her account anyway. Tweets are still up, so I guess it's not like she didn't get like a Trump thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Nerdrotic sold his home.
Hey, congrats to Gary.
Congrats, Gary.
Good. I mean, he did it. He sold a home in San Francisco. What witchcraft he had to do? Speaking of which, like
he said, apparently it's super easy. He's like, it wasn't. He's like, there's still so many people that want to live there. Like the real estate is still incredibly valuable. So,
well, there you go.
All right. Weird. And congrats, Gary. Way to go,
There you go.
giddy,
Congrats, man.
giddy. Yeah. So Nicki Minaj is based.
Got drafted into the culture war, as they say. So
bananas. All right. There's that. You want to talk about that Alanis Morissette story?
Oh yeah, you had told me that, and I didn't really know much of what was going on. And I should probably have searched. Hold on, let me.
Oh yeah, such a dildo. Such a dildo. I remember when Cardi B interviewed Biden. I love the modern political landscape. Yeah,
it's a mess.
Like, I mean, I know Nixon met Elvis, but I don't know that like this woman who's like admitted to drugging and raping people. Or whatever it was, drugging and robbing people.
No,
like,
you're right. She apparently had people fuck guys as well. Well, I guess she wouldn't have been a person, but yeah, got those guys great.
So, like that woman.
That's why Biden liked her, but
But I'm just saying, like that woman should be like the president should be consulting. That one should be just like even in this. Like, how is that? Like in any other, if the world was even slightly normal, like that should have like hurt his campaign tremendously.
Yeah, it should have. But they own the media, so they just do as they're told. I have the Alanis Morissette story put up.
Oh, okay. What? Because I had I had it on BBC News. Which one did you?
Oh, I got LA Times. Whichever one you could go with yours.
Oh, can you read the LA Times one? Because I couldn't.
Oh yeah, I can go ahead and read it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great.
This what she looks like now?
Yeah, no.
You know, it's a depressing thing, so I'm gonna keep my vigilanteisms to myself, I guess. 42.
That's the life, the universe, and everything.
Okay, yeah, I thought like that's her age. She looks older than that. Alanis Morissette bashes her HBO documentary Jagged. It's not the story. Oh God, leave me alone. Not the story I agreed to tell. Okay, despite sitting for hours for interviews for a new documentary about her life, Alanis Morissette says she is so unhappy with the final product, she will not support the film. I wondered, how does she do interviews without seeing it? That's crazy. The movie Jagged details the singer's rise to fame in her early 20s, culminating with the release of her best-selling album, Jagged Little Pill. The film, which will debut on HBO November 19th, said to have its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival on Tuesday afternoon, though Morissette says she will not promote the film on either date. The Grammy winner, she's 47, said she agreed to participate in director Alison Klayman's "Says White Woman, a White Woman Crime" documentary under the guise that it would celebrate the 25th anniversary of her iconic album release. But in a statement issued by her publicist, Morissette said she was interviewed during a very vulnerable time in the midst of her third postpartum depression during lockdown. You can cut me off if ever you want to. Oh, man. I guess you went away, so I'll just read the article.
I mean.
Okay, I don't know if there's anything you want me to cut me off, you can't. I'm just
No. I mean, because I'm just so the BBC article is a little more concise.
Okay.
She says the singer said she agreed to take part in the documentary, but she saw the film and says it was not the story she agreed to tell. It wanted to be a celebration. But she was lulled into a false sense of security, and their salacious agenda became apparent when she saw it. She says, so I guess like the whole point, I think it was kind of like a feminist agenda. And she's like, fuck you. I thought you were celebrating my achievements, not using me to tell your story.
Well, welcome to the party, pal. That's 2021. That's how it goes.
Yeah. There's something like, yeah, like I guess she mentions the fact that she was like, you know, like underage and was like with some men who were a bit older, like she wasn't in the consenting age.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's like what it sounds like to me is they tried to turn the whole documentary into that.
Oh.
And she was kind of being like, I just wanted to, you know, sort of celebrate my career and not make this all about that. I don't know.
And I mean, not like I can't even say anything about what I was going to say. 'Cause I'm like, Jeez, I can't say anything. Not in this
Come
post.
on.
Crazy. No, because if you say something, you take it the wrong way, then it's like, oh, vigilantes R. Kelly. But no, what I'm saying is like, you know what I mean? It's like, no. So like, was she like 15 and like just out here like that and not letting guys know how old she was? Because like having multiple encounters, like there's some badass 15-year-old girls doing that on this earth. I'm just letting you guys know. In every state in the country, there are girls who are 15 who are with men older than that, and it happens, and it's not right. But I'm like, is that what she meant? And then they turned it into this. Well, now let's spin the story. That's what I'm starting to kind of get it. That's what I'm kind of getting out of it. Like,
we can't.
It.
Yeah,
we can't tell though. We can't.
There's no way to know.
Yes,
I really have no idea. I just thought it was interesting that like someone just made this documentary about her and then had like clearly had an agenda, and she's just like, what the fuck? That's not why I did this.
Yeah, like I said, white women on white women crime. Because I just assumed Allison was white. She could have been black, but like, yeah, it's people have their agendas on everything. It's not just our pop culture. That's what we're so used to. Somebody bringing their agenda to our pop culture. It's like, no, they can't even do a documentary without agenda. Even the Patrice thing, they added a little dashes of agenda.
Absolutely.
In the Patrice O'Neal's documentary.
They tried to make him like he was a racial crusader. The audacity.
So that's what happened here. This is the future. The creators, the young creators of our time, all they see is race. All they see is nationalism. All they see is whatever buzz phrase they're told to. All they see is sexism. All they see is feminism. So when the last Morissette mentioned, 15 sexual encounters, that was it. That fuck your album, fuck your career, fuck everything else. This is all about that. And that's what happened, it looks like. But that's what I'll see in the documentary. I have not seen it. Ours doesn't come out to the 19th of November. So, I'm not sure.
Yeah, thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting little tale.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I don't know if Alanis Morissette has done anything woke, so I can't hit her with the get what you deserve sort of thing. But it's
she's from Canada, probably.
She's from Canada, and like I feel like her music is like has feminist overtones on it. Like I'm sure without listening to it is. Doesn't mean it doesn't mean you deserve to necessarily be exploited or misinterpreted, but it's just what happens.
Yeah.
What they do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like I feel like I'm more on her side if you know what I mean. She agreed to sit down and do something like that, and they're just like use the entire documentary to just sort of make their point, which she was not on board with at all. Like, yeah, fuck you. Who do you think you are? It's my career,
I am too. But I mean, it's also just this is how they do things, though. You know what I mean? And so it's I'm on her side more so too. But it's like I'm not shocked. It's sort of my thoughts. Like if you sit down with people, you kind of need to know what they're doing beforehand. So
yeah, I guess like just don't mislead people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading on Bounding into Comics that Cops got picked up by Fox Nation.
Oh, I did see something that Cops was coming back, and I didn't see like what the context was. Like, what is Fox Nation? Is that like a?
I have no idea.
Network.
We can read it though.
Yeah.
Not have anything else to talk about, as far as I know. Let's.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slow day.
Yeah.
I mean, because we don't have anything to say on the Gavin Newsom thing. I'm not in California.
Oh yeah.
Foulball's not in California anymore. So that's probably the only big story. It's like, what do I say? I'm not shocked at anything that happens in California. So.
Yeah, sorry for our friends out in California though. Like Max von Priestley's out there, and he was hoping for a little change there, hoping to get Larry Elder. That was never going to happen. Larry Elder's like a real conservative. You know what I mean? Like he was just going to be honest and say base things. And then like, there's no way you're going to get people who are like, I don't know, I'm uncomfortable with anyone who's not a Democrat. Like, you know what I mean? Like you need to pander more to people, like, and mislead them to win a political race like that on that scale.
Yeah. And yes, is the girl we are talking about, Cops the Show.
Yeah, Cops the Show. Yeah. So it says Cops picked up by Fox Nation after being canceled by Paramount Network last year amidst the George Floyd riots. Fox Media has announced that the long-running reality TV series Cops will be making a return on their subscription-based Fox Nation streaming service. You know what? I'll be honest. Well, I don't know. Would someone like... I mean, I guess if you're already subscribed to it, it would be kind of a cool thing to watch. But like Cops, I feel like is like almost like nature documentaries. Like just when you're flipping channels, you end up just sort of landing on it for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the kind of show that I would like go seek out to watch.
Yeah, but you know what? All these damn streaming services, I didn't even know Fox Nation existed until now.
Me neither.
So it's like everybody has their own fucking streaming service. They all need content. So there you go.
Ascension Dildo. They were never going to vote for a black white supremacist from Compton.
Clearly.
No, they're like so much of that liberal Democrat shit is just elitism. Like it's just liberal, like that's why they call it the liberal elite. It is. It's like this educational, like this educated class. Like we're all just smart and we know the real answers and we have it all figured out. We don't need this guy coming in there and messing everything up.
Yeah, he doesn't have marbles in his ass. What the hell's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Not how we like our black men.
Zach's Cops is not destination television.
Yeah.
Great point. Great point. One rough girl says her dad is subscribed to Fox Nation.
There you go.
All right, there you go. I mean, that's someone who now has access to Cops. Cops is one of the most iconic brands on television with an incredibly passionate fan base. That's a bit strong. Said Jason Klarman. Great last name, Jason Klarman. Adding that the show was returning because Fox Nation, quote, wanted to give back in a small way to those who place their lives on the line every day to keep us safe. Initially making its debut on Fox in March 1989, Cops has become one of the longest running shows in the United States. As of 2011, it was also one of the network's longest running series. All right. Ahead of the show's 33rd season. Wow, that is a while. However, Paramount Network, it was on the Paramount Network. I mean, like, whatever. That's just a virtue signal. I'm sure they weren't making too much money.
No.
We made the decision to pull the show from its program schedule in the wake of the riots prompted by the death of George Floyd and then taking place across the country. In 2013, Fox canceled the popular show after 25 seasons. It was later picked up by Spike TV for an additional 5 until the channel rebranded itself as a Paramount Network, where the show ran for yet another 3 seasons. Yeah, I mean, we're not exactly talking about a fucking juggernaut here.
So wait a second. I just also found out that the Paramount Network existed for 3 years, just like on its own. As a thing after Spike. I just thought it was like Spike. And they had just became the Paramount Network, like now, since the pandemic happened.
This is all news to me.
Jesus.
Yeah, I remember all. It's been a while, but I remember all this, getting all the virtue signaling from all the companies.
Yeah, I do remember that. But like I said, I'm totally shocked that the Paramount Network was like a thing for years. Like a lot of TV is just so dead, so beyond dead that there's nothing you can do. And this is just kind of part of it. Like, one rough girl is excited to see Cops back.
Cool.
That's somebody.
Dope.
And then they had another show that got canceled that, what the hell was the thing called? Like 24/7. It was like police, PD.
Wasn't it like Paw Patrol or some dumb? Like it was something with a kid
did that too. Yeah, Paw Patrol. But no, it was like it was a police show where they would just show the police 24/7 or something like that for like the whole night. Somebody please help me. I can't tell you what network it was on. It was like something PD, and they did it, and it was actually a little bit more popular than Cops was, and it got canceled. And I cannot tell you what the name of the damn show is. Something PD. No, I can't.
Is it the one where Live
PD? Thank you, Zax.
Live PD
Saving me. You're saving my life. Yes, live PD. It was an A&E show, and it got canceled because it was, holy shit. Now I just looked up live PD. Apparently a former cop from live PD now has an OnlyFans. So there you go. This is what happens when you defund the police. Now they're on OnlyFans.
What the fuck? You're on OnlyFans?
Oh man, she's a thick one too.
Is she hot?
I mean, she's normal people hot or normal people fuckable, but I don't know if hot's the word I would use.
Okay.
She looks absolutely average to be 1,000, but like
there is a cop I follow on Instagram who's really pretty. She's like more cute than hot, but she's quite pretty. But she's like funny. She's like a funny cop,
Yeah.
But she got a base, like a Second Amendment chick. It's like, oh, okay, you should.
Oh yeah, here's the thing. I'm not gonna play the song. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like this is like, I'm not gonna go to the OnlyFans. I don't know, like if she's hotter now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
like I'd be happy to hit
36,
but it's like,
is that like her gimmick?
That she looks completely average, and that there's
she's like a cop on OnlyFans.
Maybe.
Yeah, clown world.
This is clown. Yeah. Oh, there she go. Look at her with a cigar. Now she's all gangster. Now that she's on OnlyFans, she's all gangster. She has all these tattoos. She's trying to. She's plus size. She looks a little cuter outside of it.
I don't know. You're being pretty generous.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that thin blue line is gonna be her thong.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm not hitting up the OnlyFans. I'm not an OnlyFans guy anyway. I mean, there's free porn that exists.
Yeah, it's true. I'd say there was a few. Like the one I got tricked on was like the Yannick Garcia girl. Where I was just like, that chick was just so smoking. But I was just like, all right. I mean, if she's naked out here, I'll check it out. But she wasn't naked. I was like, so what are you selling? More of your photos that you put on Instagram already? Like I don't understand what this service is. Like what are you selling?
What am I paying for?
What is this?
Like why should I give you money?
A lot of girls, I think, like a lot of what they do is like that's only the first step, right? So you get into OnlyFans, for whatever you have access to her, and then she'll like DM you like prices of like what you can like buy off of her, and then she'll like how's it go? So it's like, then she'll like watermark them or something, like she'll like some way so that you can't, if you share them, whatever, you get in trouble.
I see.
So I think that's the new scam. Like that's the new way they do it.
That's too much. I guess I don't.
I mean, come on, what are you doing? Like the second you jerk off to that picture, you're gonna regret spending all that money.
Yeah. How is OnlyFans a thing? Like I don't get. I get simps. I get money. I get Twitch more because I can get like, all right, I've super chatted people. So you just super chat a hot girl once, and then if enough people do it, okay. But it's just like I'm gonna pay a chick's bills because she's hot and I don't even know her. Nah, that seems like a scam. That seems like something's wrong.
I guess I don't know. I really don't understand exactly what the appeal would be. Like why? I don't know. Maybe it's just lonely guys. You know what I mean? Just dudes who just, you know what I mean, want to feel like connected to someone. I mean, we're connected to our chat, right?
Yeah. I mean, August Washer pays me like an OnlyFans girl, so I mean, there's that.
For real. I'm gonna fucking flex on those OnlyFans girls. We're like, yo, I'm making more than you.
Yeah, we are making more than some of them. And it's like I nobody's seen my titties, so I don't know.
So I'm just saying, maybe there's a connection. That maybe it's just like the fact that like she knows who you are and recognizes you. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Jimmy 6'8" 5'7". How you doing, Jimmy? I'm so great to see you.
Yeah, she might ask you how's your mom and shit. And you're like, yeah, you know who my mom is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're not all heartless whores. I mean,
yeah,
probably a lot of them are, but it's also, it's just like it's like a stripper.
Yeah.
Like they create a rapport with you. They make you feel like they like you. and then you give them their money, and then it's like, you know, I would always leave feeling duped. I don't know why these guys don't though.
I get because they come back and you know, like you said, it's sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's like feeling like you have a girlfriend. There was this one video,
girlfriend experience.
Yeah, I think that's part of what it is. But there was like this, I saw this one girlfriend going around, this one video going around of this guy sent this like huge tip, like $900 or some shit like that, like a lot. And the girl, like it had like an audio thing on it, and the girl just got up because like her food came or someone was, and she didn't even see it.
Oh man.
And then the chat just lit him to pieces.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy, but what are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta have better. You gotta do better for your life than to.
And it was something like the thing was super like, you know, simpy. Like, I think you're the most beautiful girl in the world, or something. You're just like, you fucking come on.
Oh man,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
The Lord
buddy?
Thoth doesn't like my singing. I don't care what you like.
I don't give a shit.
I don't care what you like, Thoth.
What you don't like. You're not on Instagram, right?
No, I'm not.
Because like these girls, they do this thing to like get more followers. Like they'll just, some bot will like photos of yours like from their account, and then it's some hot chick, so she gives you the impression that she likes you, right? Like this girl just did it on mine right now as we were talking. She like this chick Karenza Esther. I have no idea who this person is. We don't have. I'm sure we have no one in common. She's from Australia, I guess, AWS, and she just liked 2 of my photos.
Maybe she likes you because she's in a police state and she just likes the freedom you talk about. How you know?
Yeah, she seems like she's really into issues.
There you go.
Yeah, she seems.
Or has daddy issues, but
I feel like pretty much this girl is into herself.
Yeah,
like every single picture is her.
You know what I noticed? I mean, we're talking about the frumpy looking cop. A lot of these girls are like very average. They just now have the skills to make themselves look above average.
Absolutely.
Hell no, Emporio.
Hell.
And I'm a fat fuck saying this. You know, I'm not. But like, listen, nothing's wrong with being average. There's nothing wrong with being a basic girl or a basic guy or being an average guy. I'm an average person doing an average thing in an average way. But a lot of these girls, they now they got makeup tutorials, they got squats, they got all these ways to make it appear. They got implants, they got fucking surgeries, they got everything they could do to make themselves appear like they're more attractive than they are. And then once you get old enough, you can kind of see directly through it, so it almost serves no purpose. So it's just like, because I'm looking at that girl, it's like, okay, truth be told, you're actually average, but you did your little squats, maybe went to a certain doctor who took fat out of certain places and put them in other places. You watch your makeup tutorials, maybe you went to another doctor to get some work done. It's like, you're not, what am I, like, let's say I was the OnlyFans type, let's say I was the true OnlyFans type, the type to when you know, slide in the DMs. That's why she got to show ass first. Like, I like the ass.
I like the ass too, but she's also doing some stuff too. Like, you can see, like, see how she's got her fingers there?
Yeah.
She's like framing it.
And it's
right. Like she's kind of
giving
giving herself a little help. Like what you're saying, like that's like one of the little tricks that they do to try to help it out. Or like, I mean, look, it's a pretty decent ass. I'm not saying anything. Like,
it's nice ass.
I like it, but it's like
I'm very appreciative of the ass. But I'm looking at that face.
Like this one. Like this is like a little side, like little pop to make it look.
Yeah. But you look at her face, it's very basic. It's basic face game, and it's no disrespect.
Like she's,
you know
cute.
what I mean?
She's totally cute. Yeah.
Cute. 6.5 standards. The bog
but
standard 6.5.
To be fair to her, she only has like 2,000 followers.
Okay.
So it's not like she's you know what I mean? It's not like she's a huge Instagram. You know what I mean? She's like. This actually seems appropriate.
But
your point stands.
Yeah, and I'm just, you know, and I say this, ladies, not to, because some ladies in the chat, I'm not being a chauvinist. I think a lot of guys are just tired of thirst traps in general. We're just tired of the thirst trap culture. So it's like, okay, you win. Now you got me thinking that, you know, I'd be happy as hell. I would have fucked the fat cop. So you know I'd be happy as hell to have her. But at the same time, it's like, oh God, another thirst trap on social media.
And it's also just, it's disappointing to, hey Pat, what's going our far? How's it going, brother?
What have I told you to?
What's going on? It's it's also just it's disappointing to see someone like on like try like an open micer for like Instagram hoe.
Yeah,
that's just disappointing. You know, it's like when you when you see like, okay, she has like 6 million followers or some shit like that. You're like, all right, like all she does is just take pictures of her ass. Like she's probably insufferable, but like at least she's clearly that's her job. Like she makes like that's like how she lives in the world. But like, and like nothing against this girl. I mean, give it a shot. But it's just girl. Like, yeah. But it's just you're kind of like it's like it's just a whole world of just people.
Do we need another one?
Like I watched this video today, and there's like this. He's like a YouTuber, I think. Like his videos go pretty viral because he's like always making fun of people on social media. Or he's just like, look at this prize. You know, whenever you put your head in the garbage can, normally like that guy, like if you ever seen him, he always like talking about people like on the, anyway, he's talking about TikTok fame, dude. And he really did bring up like the most famous TikToker. Like I have absolutely no idea what her appeal is. Like, let me see if I can find it. Like it was crazy.
And one rough girl, you're not wrong. Dudes do it too. You got the muscled up dudes showing the like man vag. Like I don't know when that started.
Okay, so this girl, Charlie D'Amelio. Charlie D'Amelio. She's the most famous TikToker. I mean, I'm trying not to just be like negative, just to be I could not like, you know, she was like smoking hot or whatever. I'd be like, well, whatever, man. There's a reason. Like, she's not even like that. I don't know what the appeal is. Like, I really have no idea.
It's just like, man, stop being a thirst trap. That's all. If I could add something, society needs less thirst traps. And how can she be a 6.5 in a thirst trap? Well, that's the whole point of the ass implants or squats. She could have used squats to get that ass. I don't know.
Look, and pictures too. Like there's a girl that I know from work or whatever. Yeah. And she's hot. Like, don't get me wrong, she's hot. But like her Instagram makes her look a lot hotter than she really is. I'm like, and every single picture makes her look like she's a dime. When in reality, she's attractive, but it's like it makes her look even extra hot. So it's like makeup and the way you take shots and all this stuff. Like it's all, you know,
and all this other shit.
Yeah,
it's just it's yeah.
This girl is the most famous girl on TikTok.
Okay, let me maximize.
She's like she looks like a 20-year-old white girl. Black Lives Matter.
Of course,
like in her profile. Of course, it is. She has 124 million followers, dude.
Okay,
that's crazy. 9.8 billion likes.
That's crazy.
I authentically don't know what the appeal is. I should probably turn the audio off on these things. I don't want to get flagged.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like nothing. Listen, there's nothing wrong with average looking women, right?
No,
but it's like because I'm an average looking dude. I hope to end up with an average looking woman, but like you can see certain pictures of her, especially the ones that don't show her with less makeup, that she's very average looking but dialed up. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You could just take an average looking woman and you dial her up, and you put makeup on her, and you do her hair, and she looks like a supermodel.
I guess,
but she's just an average looking girl.
Like she's cute. She's a very cute girl.
Yeah.
But so what? Like, why does that make 9-10 billion likes? Like, what is the appeal? Like, I honestly don't get it. Like, yes, she's cute. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, don't you attractive? She's attractive, but so what? Like this video probably has like 18 million views on it. Like what is what is happening here that this is someone needs to watch this? I don't get it.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong. Well, listen, I'm not trying to say I love average looking woman. Like I said, the chubby cop I've probably been happy with. I'm just tired. Like look at this. She's a thirst trap, and she's thirst trapped herself to 120 some odd million fucking
this video of the two of them dancing like this. Look, I'm not saying it's like, yeah, nice ass. Like my dick recognizes that's a nice ass. 4.1 million views on this video, dude.
It just seems extreme. That's really what it is. It seems extreme, unnatural. Has the world gotten that thirsty? Because I'm losing thirst as I get older. Because I don't give a shit anymore. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
It's just weird. I don't care. It's the lowest bar. Like these girls, they're not good dancers. Like they're just messing around. Like they're cute. You know what I mean? They're not the hottest chicks on the planet. They're cute and they're just having fun. And that is a career.
I think a lot of it is like being in the right place at the right time. Like, so TikTok is a fairly new platform. So I'm sure she was like popular at the right time and therefore pushed the entire way. And I hate, I know this is kind of a, why are they famous? And it's not really that. It's just like
I'm not jealous at all. I genuinely don't get it.
Yeah. Maybe we're too boomer to get it. Maybe a Gen Z person will say, well, clearly she's famous because this, that, and the third.
Hey, hail, Lombardo Raid. Thank you.
Hail, Shazazar. I'm sorry. I'm screwing up everything.
Good to see you, Bruce Lombardo. Hail, my friend. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I know you're recovering from coof.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah.
And Elvis, you have a point that I agree with. When you see her account, it lets you know how depressing the world is, or miserable people are, because you see it's the same as those with 100 followers. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what makes her so special? Like, I genuinely don't get it. Like, we just watched like 15 of her videos. Yes, she's pretty and she's dancing, and that garners 120 million followers. I mean,
right time.
That's like several countries worth of people.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. And I'm not trying to be, like I said, I'm just like, how, what is isn't thing there doesn't get it? Like, why does she stand out amongst the other TikTokers? Why is she so special?
And to quote Kanye West, in this white man world, she's the one chosen. So that's just how it is.
I get, and I'm not saying I wouldn't do, like, if I was her and I had to just record like a 10-15 second video 3 times a day and I would make millions of dollars from it. Of course. What, you'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
So, but how did she know that would work out? Like, she's not like a singer or like a stand-up comedian, or like she's not a porn star. Like, all she's like, I'm just going to turn on this phone and like, yes. And then that's it. And that's the whole video. And then I'm just going to do that 4 times a day. And somehow that's going to make me world famous.
What it is there are already millions of girls doing that for free. And just one of them has to be picked. One of them will be the queen of the mountaintop, and it just so happens to be her.
I guess, but like, I normally understand it. Like, at least I can, like PewDiePie, right? Like, not really my cup of tea, but I understand why he's famous, right? Like, he's a streamer. He's got his own personality. It's, it is what it is, but he's like, well, it just seems like at least it's like entertainment. I genuinely don't know what people are doing on their phones all day looking at that. I really don't get it.
Well, listen, back in the day, I didn't get why Kim Kardashian was famous. I'm like, okay, she has a sex tape, but like, she's not the only girl on earth with a sex tape. What made her famous? I still don't know to this day. She just was picked, sort of, not just picked, but like something about her. There's a je ne sais quoi. And maybe I forgot the girl's name already, the Carly D'Amelio. Maybe she has that I don't know what it is. You just find her interesting. You know what I mean?
Gotta be something.
Same with Pokimane. I don't really get the appeal with Pokimane.
See, I know this guy is okay. Sorry, I don't mean to. Who's Pokimane?
Pokimane, she's a streamer on Twitch. Really, she might be one of the most followed people on Twitch.
Pokimane, Moroccan
Yeah, and
Canadian internet personality.
Yeah, and I mean she's just kind of a.
She's kind of
especially-
adorable though. Like nerdy got like simpy guys always like that shit.
And a pair
Like,
and the
who was
simpy
that?
guys.
What's that world's name? The Belle Delphine.
Yeah,
Is that her name? Like she just had that cute like girl thing because it's like they're attractive but not threatening. Like they're approachable.
is that what it is?
I think that's what it is. It's like you feel like she's obtainable. Like you don't feel like you could ever land a Victoria's Secret model, right? Because it's like she's, this goddess, right? She's like on private jets with billionaires. Like that's not in you. But this girl, you knew a girl like this in high school.
Well, maybe that's the same similar appeal of the girl whose name I keep forgetting, even though she has like more subs than
Who cares?
Canada.
Charlie. I'm gonna forget this tomorrow. Charlie D'Amelio.
She has more subs than the population of Canada and the United Kingdom combined.
Yeah,
but I don't know her name. But like that's the same thing. Like I think that's what you saying that makes all of this make sense now. The whole thing. There's something about that attainability.
Mm-hmm.
That even OnlyFans. I was talking about the cop. She's like I've smashed girls that look as attractive or more attractive than her, but it's just she's attainable. You know what I mean?
I do think there's a lot of that. Like I actually did this scene from this TV show. I don't know if it ever got made, but I did I just did it in class or whatever, and like. It was all about that. It was like it's the girl next door. Like there is something about that because it's like you feel like you can get her.
Girl next door gang. Yeah, there's a girl next door element, and we're in this post lockdown world where guys and gals are a little bit more isolated than they've ever been. So they see that girl next door look, and she's just adorable.
Okay, so I'm looking at the next few TikTokers, and quite frankly, I understand them a little bit more than her. Like, okay, so this guy I've seen around on the internet a bunch, and I think he's pretty funny. Like, is the whole thing? He's like a comedic guy. Is like the whole gimmick. I mean, this isn't hilarious, but he all right, whatever.
Not his best work.
No, but he has like this.
Neither is this, to be fair.
No, I don't. See this guy. Have you seen this guy before?
No, I've not.
I've seen this guy before. Like he's like a meme kind of guy, and like that's his whole thing is just he'll watch people do dumb things on the internet, and he'll just be like, I don't understand. Like,
please don't go, please don't go. I love you so, I love you.
Just make it simple or whatever. See, like she can't like put it on, like And I guess like that's his whole thing. Ooh.
Oh, that's entertaining.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh shit, it's just going.
Yeah, so I guess that's the whole thing. This is like his thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But at least I kind of understand that a little bit more. Like at least he's providing entertainment, you know what I mean? Like he's making jokes and stuff. Like I said, it's not for me. Like I don't care about this. But he made sense to me. And then like the next girl who is Addison Rae, who I've like heard before, like she looks like a celebrity.
Does she?
Yeah, to me she does. She looks like kind of exceptionally pretty, and like
it kind of looks like just the girl who thinks she's the shit at the club.
Yeah, definitely. But she's like. Look, she's on the set. Like, there's like celebrities involved. She's like, there she is, like in New York City or where the fuck or whatever that is, Japan, whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, this is like that kind of thing where people will live vicariously through this girl. Like, like she'll like. I get. Like, this makes sense to me. She feels like a celebrity to me. That other girl, I have no fucking clue what the appeal was at all.
Yeah, and the chat censor you guys. Are the YouTube bots going after you guys? Because I see,
what happened?
I'm sorry. I saw Newbound Turk said, "For fuck's sake, is the chat censored?" So I'm not sure.
I wouldn't. I never censor the chat. Why? What happened?
Yeah, let us know what happened about Turk. With all these Insta scams or TikTokers, I don't really get it, and it's never been my thing, so it's hard for me to say what makes them appealing, what gives them like their drop. I don't get it. I have no idea. I have no earthly idea because I'm not 20 anymore.
Yeah, I mean, totally. But I just understand a little bit more. Like, she's attractive, like into like a level to me that's like, okay, most men find her attractive. Like, she also is like doing things that girls like she's going out and being, like doing things with, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, to me, there's just something more to this one. Like, not that I would ever follow her. Like, oh, what's Addison Rae up to? But like, I get it. She's got like thick thighs. It's like, okay, I mean, there's something here at least. Jesus.
The thing is, I don't have like none of these people, that has never had my like appeal or like interest or any, like I've never had an
no, but
interest
like
in
not
fashion.
everything that like I have an interest in, like or not everything that, like, I can understand other people's interests that aren't mine.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But I guess what I mean is like this has never been a thing I could personally understand. Like I've never been a celebrity guy. I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so this is just a does not compute situation all around for someone like me. Because I've never got, like I said, I didn't get Kim Kardashian. I got Jersey Shore more than I got Kim Kardashian because at least they were kind of silly, kind of stupid.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Sort of entertaining. You know what I mean? The
I love the
entertainment
Jersey
factor.
Shore.
But like I don't get the like. Maybe I'm asking the same thing, saying the same thing as you. It's like if you don't do anything,
that's the thing.
What's the point?
I honestly don't understand that first girl. Like, what is she doing? Why do you like her? What is the thing that you get? And maybe you said maybe it's je ne sais quoi. Maybe it is literally just that. It's just she has some kind of spark.
Just have it, and that's it.
And that's a real thing. I've seen that in Hollywood. Like, I'm just like, oh, this guy's gonna make it. Like you could just tell. He just had it. He had all the right little intangibles. He said the right things, and it wasn't forced. He wasn't saying it because he he thought you wanted to hear it. He believed it. He's dumb enough to believe it. And it was like, it was just had all the right. I'm like, oh, he's going to make it. And he did. Within a few months of me knowing him, he was on TV.
Some people have it and you really can't teach it. They just have it. And that's just it. And if you don't have it, you don't understand.
And to this kid's credit, he actually was a really interesting guy. Like he was like 17 or 18 when I met him. And I'd always kind of like start talking to him like, it was like someone older kind of giving advice. And at the end of the conversation, I was always ending up listening to him. I was like, God damn, this kid is like wise beyond his years. It was pretty insightful. So I don't begrudge that kid at all. He was he's a good dude. Cameron Gelman is his name. He's an actor. Very successful. Yeah, he's on that Stargirl show.
Pretty cool.
Nice kid. I like Cameron.
That's such a dildo. That's mean.
Can't teach charisma. Just look at Matt. I'm not like in charisma school. I think what he means is I exude so much of it that there's just no way you can obtain this level of charisma.
I get it.
That's what he meant. That's what
I see.
Yeah. All right, we're approaching the last 10 minutes of the show here. We got some just kind of house cleaning things we'd like to talk about.
Oh yeah.
One is don't forget that this show is also a podcast.
Yes.
And we try to put it out every week, almost immediately. We got Comics Division's episodes up from last week, and this one will be up, within a few hours of us wrapping up today, probably tomorrow morning. So, if you're on the go, whatever, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, which I didn't know was a thing, but it's there. So make sure. Thank you, Sentient Dildo.
There you go.
Charisma. I ooze it. Make sure you check us out there. But moving forward, in a couple of weeks, we're going to have to make a pretty radical change. Vigilante, would you like to tell them?
Yeah. So if you've been paying attention to me over the past couple months, I've been switching jobs, kind of like a thought switches guys, because this is now my third job this year, which is it's rare for me, but it's a good job. But my schedule is changing. So I'm not going to be able to do the Culture Crime Fighters at the same time, even today, because I'm training. And I think even next week, probably it'll start at 7 as well. And then I believe after that, I'm not sure if it's that next week when my schedule changes because it's still a little disorganization. But whichever week, if it's not if it's not 2 weeks from today, it'll be 3 weeks from today. We'll be having to go to noon Central, 1 Eastern.
This show is now a middle of the day show.
Yeah,
which, to be honest, is kind of how we envisioned it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's sort of how it started. We wanted to kind of be like Gary's Nooner, which was just sort of like a middle of the week, middle of the day kind of show. I agree, Central Dildo. You know, I hope you guys will follow us there.
Please
hope you'll come along. But yeah, the new show is going to be what, 1 Central, we said?
Yeah, what was it, once? No, noon Central. I think 1.
Oh, okay. Noon Central to
that's cool.
Right. Okay. To 1 to 2 cent. Yeah.
Right. Noon to 2.
1 to 3 Eastern. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So
I'll be starting in a couple weeks.
You know, it is what it is. We gotta roll with the punches. This is, real life. We're not professional entertainers. Not yet. No. Anyway.
Ogre Squashers funding as well, but not that well yet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I can't pay my bills on Ogre Squashers donations, but thank you very much, Ogre Squasher. You are the fucking man. That's not to in any way diminish what you offer us, because it's unreal. Thank you. It is
unreal. Thank you, man.
This guy's name Mozza. Mr. Mozza. Mr. Mozza. Hail. All about cheese, sir.
Yeah,
I love mozzarella.
I like cheese. It's good.
So we do have to just make that adjustment. So we wanted to let you guys know, brace for it in the future.
Yeah.
It's gonna be middle of the day. So obviously it stays up. It doesn't go anywhere, but I know like live interaction. That's part of the show.
Yeah, so it is part of the show. This is a thought that has no connection to anything, but I've been meaning to make it for weeks, because I can't tell you when you said it, but you said something about like hip hop and like observing hip hop, like because it was a different culture, it interested you, or something along those lines. Or was it that? Well, I can't remember yours. I'm paraphrasing, I'm butchering it, but it was something like that.
I mean, I just know that my relationship with hip hop, it was alien to me. And, once I got involved, once I got like into it, it became fascinating to me, because I was like, oh, there's so many parallels. Like, we have such similar values. Like, I was like, oh, I get this. Like, this makes sense to me.
The thing. So my point was like, well, really just the alien thing. I realized I listened to the band Vampire Weekend for the same reason, because they were like the most suburban white band I had ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could just hear the lack of issues they must have faced growing up, and that there was never much of a struggle for money or anything. And so I just started that dichotomy. Kind of like Vampire Weekend. I'm not knocking it. I like the music.
No. I mean,
but it just not your cup of tea.
I have my criticisms, but I don't want to cut your point off.
They're probably fair, because I liked them, and I realized there was an element of that. And I guess if there's a band that had a parallel, I'm a Radiohead guy. I've been listening to a lot of Radiohead recently, and I'm just like, it's all dark and depressing. I love it, but like I didn't realize. Like, I was kind of listening to that music for a similar thing of like this. Like I said, Vampire Weekend just feels like suburban Northeastern music for suburban Northeasterners. Like, you got to be in like a part of New York that is not New York City or like Maine or Boston to like get. That's what it felt like to me. I could be totally wrong, but that's what their music feels like. Just like 20-year-olds in the late 2000s in the Northeast. Like, this is the soundtrack to their well-to-do 20-year-olds in the late 2000s in the Northeast. This is what it sounds like.
And do you relate that to the TikTokers? Is that why you brought that up?
Not really. I just had there was no play. I've been having this thought.
Oh, it's just
I want to bring it up in there. But I guess it is kind of related to that, because it's just sometimes the vicarious thing where you just like seeing people. We were talking about the one girl with a celeb feel. So people do just like seeing pleasantness, seeing just like, oh, this feels like a different world than the one I live in. It feels less boring, feels more exciting.
Yeah, like if you work at a supermarket or whatever, and I mean, you just got to clean up spilled tomato sauce and shit like that, and your life is just, and then you see this girl like living this fabulous life like this for like a little while. You're kind of like you slightly living vicariously through her.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it.
I think that's part of their appeal. That's part of the appeal of entertainment. This is what's it called? Parasocial? The
I don't
streaming
know.
thing? There's a word for like the connection between streamer or between any content creator and their fans, where there's like we were just talking about Gary sold his house. Like we all know Gary and have met him. I mean, you met him, but like, you know what I mean? Like we've all known him for a while in real life, when he's really just a streamer that we watched, and he came on our show once. But it's like we don't.
Yeah, we have kind of a unique relationship with him, but I know exactly what you mean.
But
I mean,
you know what I mean. Our relationship may be a little bit closer, but before that, it's nothing. It was just people that just watch his stuff. And so parasocial is the word. Yeah. And even then, we're cool with him, but it's not like.
Even when it's
still
not
parasocial.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was listening to the what's it called? Real BBC yesterday, and it was just like they're not talking to me.
Yeah.
But I'm listening as if they are. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's like not like a good point as we're such good friends. But I mean, like in the sense that like I'm absorbing their thoughts and like their ideas and kind of processing it, and like, you know, as if we're having the conversation.
Yeah. And that's what people do to us. I mean, everyone in this stream, everyone in this chat, you guys have this, like, I mean, Cinch Dildo fucks with us or whatever, but like there's that, but it's still the connection. Like we're all in the same room, or we're all, you know, having a conversation. So that's just kind of a part of the modern entertainment sphere.
I do that all the time, One Rough Girl, all the time. Like with like comedians constantly.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I guess it's like practice, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's like practice for doing this, really. You know what I mean? Someone says something and you just fire it off, like as if you're having like a real conversation. Obviously, they can't hear you, you know, and like there is no like response. But it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's just normal. I don't know. I've been doing that for years.
Yeah. I mean, I have to, but that's because I'm weird. But I just think
we're all pretty weird.
Yeah, but in general, I think the modern entertainment the modern entertainment, you know, minute, interest in entertainment has that parasocial connection. It's just, that's a part of it. That's what makes the new era of streamers, of YouTubers, of content creators, TikTokers, whatever it is, that is the thing. And you can't always see that on the outside if you don't have that connection. I'm sure there's probably normies that will come here and say, why is anyone paying attention to these two idiots?
Sure. Yeah. I'm sure the people who are here think the same thing. Why am I listening to these fools?
Yeah. But like people just do. People have become, you know, a lot of you guys have been, this is 30 episodes in. A lot of you guys have been in the chat for most of those episodes.
Yeah, hell.
And we appreciate you. That's why we're glad to announce that, hey, you know, we're going to be switching time, but we hope you come with us. But like, yeah, that's what she said. And I got to get that in anytime I can. That's again what she said. But like, there's something to that connection that wasn't a part of the old Hollywood, wasn't part of the old entertainment, wasn't
absolutely like TC making a great point here, saying like these days listening to real folks talk is better than the available options. Yeah, like
absolutely.
Well, there used to be this sort of, what's that word? God damn it. I was to say like when something like institution that like celebrities are kind of better than you. Right.
Yeah.
That they got more insight. They're funnier. They're more entertaining. You know what I mean? They're better than you. They're celebrities. And so it's like they've done everything they can over the past like 5 or so years to absolutely destroy that, to the point where it's like, not only are they not better than you, they're not even interesting.
They're not as good as you.
No. And they live these decadent lives. Like there are some extremely talented people in entertainment, don't get me wrong, but they live these kind of decadent lives and they kind of like cast all these judgments down on like the rest of the people. And then like you turn on the internet, on all corners of the internet are people doing things as well or better than almost the entire entertainment industry. There's funny comedians all over. There's, you know, incredible musicians just doing unbelievable things all over the internet. Yeah. And you're like, wait a minute, you're not actually that fucking special. I've just been told you are and believed it since I was a kid. And then you turn on a guy like Gary who says, I'm just a fan. I'm not anybody. I'm just a fan. I'm dropped out of 3 high schools, that whole thing. Like, but yet he's incredibly entertaining. Listen to him for hours. His streams go 6-7 hours, and he's interesting the whole time. And it's like, oh, we don't actually need you. Like
Stephen Colbert, who can't go a half an hour without scripts.
Wow. Right. And I used to think he was incredibly charismatic. It's like, yeah, because he had a room full of writers.
Yeah.
He had a room full of writers making him interesting. And you're like, oh, well, then never mind. You're just part of the institution. It's like, oh, it almost actually makes you even like less, like, not only are you not, you're just average. It's like, actually, you're even worse because you have this whole thing like building you up as if you're so incredible, but you're not.
Yeah. And Cinch and Dildo, you're right. It's not about the culture war. It's about the gay friends we made along the way. You got it. You get it. There you go, Cinch and Dildo.
Yep. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's like, not to say, you know, so it's just, I think it's just a great point that it's, you know, it's, there's such a lack of connection and a kind of collective disillusionment with what entertainment used to be. That it's, I don't know, it's changing, it's evolving. And interesting people, like there are interesting people who are just normal. I have no idea what Az's background is, but I like Az.
I don't either. I know he's British. I know
he likes gaming.
Yeah, I know he likes gaming. I mean, his name's Heels versus Babyface. I know at one point he liked wrestling. And he talks shit. He's funny.
Yeah, I don't know what he does for a living. I don't know if he's married. I don't know anything about him.
Az could have like 20 kids, and I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know it. I don't think so, because it doesn't seem like he ever leaves his room. But but he doesn't talk about his personal life at all. He's very interesting.
No idea. Az could have a husband for all we know. We wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know. Although he does talk about chicks pretty often.
He does. I doubt he has a husband.
Cinch and Dildo. That's beautiful sentiment, and one that we will leave you on, guys.
There you
go. Thank you so very much for watching this episode of the Culture Crime Fighters. 30 episodes.
30 episodes, yeah. That's 3 seasons worth.
Yeah, it's at least 60 hours of culture crime fighting.
That's incredible.
Pretty solid.
Like that. Yeah,
it's true. That's at least, and we've done several shows where we've gone over 2 hours.
Yeah. So well over 60 plus hours of culture crime being fought.
Hell yeah.
On both me and Matt's channel and on our iTunes. Please check out our iTunes. Or Spotify or wherever you get your podcast from. That's where we are.
And please drop a like if you haven't dropped a like on this video. You know, hopefully that'll promote it in the algorithm. I won't lose any more subs this month. God damn YouTube. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Cinch and Dildo. Not Another Dime. One Rough Girl. Elvis. Good to see Elvis back. I love it. Hell yeah, man. Not Another Dime. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you again, Ogre Squasher. Bruce Lombardo of Dix Division. The Wake Down. Hail. Lord Thoth. And everyone else who watched. TC. Thanks for joining. The Matza Man. Love it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all on Vigilante Williamson's channel next week. Have a wonderful evening.
Yes, you have to sub to me if you want to watch this next week. So
gotta sub to Vig. All right. Later, guys.
All right.